Welcome back, YouTube, for another market analysis for the London session. Again, today we'll be going over S&P 500 and also gold, see some of the movements that we might have for the London session. Had some great movement around the US session, even into the Asian session. We did climb all the way back up into those 3410s, and above that, we reached a strong level of resistance sitting here at 3420. And if we do continue this bullish trend here, do got some target levels right around 27 and then high side 3450. Again, I do believe S&P 500 will be reaching 3500 again, 3700, and then potentially even into the 4000. So that's my take on S&P 500. But let's look at what we're looking at for the London session tonight. We did have a strong bullish movement today again, and we continued that up move, and we are still looking at a bullish movement right now. Now for S&P 500, strong major level at 3420. So I am looking at this level as an area for the market to try to pull back. Now where do I want to see our first pullback area? Right around these 0825s as low as 0350. That's going to be our support area. Our first area of interest is going to be right around this area right here. So we are going to look for the market to pull back there, see if we can get that support. Now, it could continue to pull back deeper. This is our lowest point we want to see. Somewhere right around these 92s to 96s is the next area of support. Now, if we get to this level, we can actually break this level and come back up, but we want it to hold and then continue that bullish move or that bullish trend, right? This would be the best area for the market to hold and continue, but this is our lowest point here. Now, if we don't get that push through and then come back, we also could get something along the lines of the market just bouncing in this area, failing, probably going to look for a nice double bottom or something, and then move the market back up from there. Again, same thing with this area. Want to see this failure, and this might, we might end up looking for maybe a double bottom or two try failure and then try that upside movement. A couple things we want to see in order for that to happen, and couple qualifiers that I want to see that fall in line with that trade. Now, if we do get that resistance, there is a short opportunity. We could double top this area and get that pullback right into support. That's what you can do if you're looking for the shorts in this bullish trend, but I am looking to trade with the trend. So these are first two areas that we're looking to get that support. Now underneath this level of support, and I want to say this low here, but my first initial thought is underneath these 92.75s, but I would say definitely underneath 85 could give us another opportunity to get that lower and then press this move to collapse back down. Now we've been having quite a bit of pullbacks in this S&P 500, but we've continued bullish every single time and strong momentum back to the upside. So we're actually almost climbing back into those highs of 3,500. And then again, I do believe we may end up seeing those 3,700s and also 4,000. So we'll see if we can get S&P all the way up there. Now, let's take a look at a 5 tick here real quick, give a closer view of what we're looking at. Now, currently you can see slight support being held. There is a actual, let me put this up here for you guys. You can see what the market's trying to do, came back to that VWAP, trying to hold this area of support, right? And if we can, then we probably prop price right back up into those 20s, but you can see the gradual moving down, these higher low movements, that we want to see the pull price back into the low, right? Lower high movements, I'm sorry. So lower high movements right here, right here, right here. And the low is sitting right over here. So I want to see if price pulls back, but not necessarily aggressively doing that right now, seeing that we're holding this area. If we do prop up one more time, you can see that hold. If we do get to this VWAP and pop one more time, we actually may see continuation of the upside. So that is what we're anticipating for S&P 500 to see if we actually get that price to hold. If those buyers hold that price, then we continue to move up. If not, then we're going to wait for that gradual pullback and then try that upside move from there. Now let's take a look at gold, see what's happening on gold here as well. Pull this over here. Now gold did hit our target levels, pretty much all of what we were looking at yesterday for the London session. Back into the session now, you can see the levels are actually playing out well. A lot of these levels for the London session actually lead right into the US session. So if you follow these levels and you look at them, you can actually make it a very good analysis for tradable areas in the US session as well. So always good to watch these analysis and get your better take on whatever session you're deciding to trade. Now we did pop up into the 1900s here on gold, and then we started to gradually make these higher low movements. Now we're trading right in this area, one of our main levels of resistance that has been bouncing around, and we're above this level right here of prior resistance, holding that as support. So we're in a range, right? That is our trading conditions right now. We are trading in a range. Now, certain ways we want to do that, we could see our high side of resistance 92, low side is 1884.4, right? That's going to be our support. This is going to be our resistance. This is the exhaustion area. We want to be able to see that, right? When we put everything up, well, actually, let me take these off. We don't need that much information, but put everything up, we could see whether this market is going to try to climb back into these 92s or come back into these 84s. Let's take a look at a 5-tick chart here. But we are going to try to look to aggressively play off these levels. If we get up here and we can't break, look for that double top right back down. If we get down here, look for that double bottom move to aggressively take markets back at bare minimum right into the value area of this range, right? It's very important to understand the condition of the market as we play these trades, because our strategy or our approach will change based off of what the condition of the market is. Now, let's take a look at this 5-tick here real quick on gold. Here is gold. I have a level, a closer level, and I'll explain to you guys why. Nice movement here. You can see edge of the volume profile, very nice. All right, we got that strong support sitting here at 84, 85, right? But we're not necessarily there. We're aggressively trying to push past this level, but this is the edge, right? We have some other volume sitting down below, and we got to understand price moves from volume to volume, right? So when you understand that, wherever the volume cluster is, that's where you're getting your consolidational periods. And if it can't make its move up into the next volume cluster, it will gradually climb back down into the volume clusters down below, because that's like a magnet. All right, so we had a closer level of support here sitting at 87. You could see that nice little bounce that we had right off this level. All right, I'm going to take off these studies for you guys to see, but nice little bounce we had right off this level here, coming right into this price. Boom, tried it again, failed it, and you can see one more time, failed it here, and bounced one last time, and we're gradually trying to pull. What I might see is price maybe pull right into this area of these 90s. At bare minimum, right around these 99s, I mean 89s to 90s is the area, and then try to retest that resistance up above. Why do we say that? Is because technically we're still holding some slight micro support, right? You can see that higher low movement right there. In fact, we can take these lines and arrows off. You can see what the market did. Tried to dip down lower, couldn't do that, right? And we're trading in that range, but making these nice higher lows. So we are looking for the market to see if it can gradually pull back up into those 90s and then topside 92. You can see why the market is pulling up right now. That's the explanation for why. That's why we had that support there. Nice exhaustion move, would have been a great trade, but we are looking the one on S&P. The one on S&P was the one that I wanted to kind of see. This was a little bit easier trade to actually capture here on gold, because we saw that nice bounce from there. But S&P, again, I did want to see that hold. And you can see with S&P, if I take it back over here from what we were looking at, you can see what we're talking about. This aggressive trying to get down to that VWAP and not getting there. So we gradually can actually pull to retest the resistances up over here. Again, still bullish move, still bullish condition and trend that we're in. So a lot of the buyers will continue to prop price up. It will be easier to buy this market than it is to sell off. All right, unless you get below some levels. Once you get below the levels of support, then you can look for the sell-offs from there. Right? But that is going to be our analysis for gold and S&P 500. That is our levels that we're looking to trade. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do like these market analysis, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. If you are, thank you guys for watching, tuning in, and all the questions that you guys have, all the comments. I appreciate that. If you guys are going to be in the London session, I will see you guys in there. If not, I will catch you guys tomorrow on another market analysis. You guys take care.